I love your face. You love my face. Let's love each other's faces. Hello everyone. Hello my loves. We're very professional today here at 10 Told About It. My name is Bella Waldorf and welcome back. You appreciate it. Your face here is appreciated. But hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Bella Waldorf again and this is 10 Told About It. And thank you. Thank you for coming today. Today, as we sit here on this very, very gloomy, what's today? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Okay, yeah. It's very gloomy outside. I'm sitting right in front of my window. I film in front of my window. And it's gloomy and I decided, let's do a story time. I decided to do a story time today because I figured, why not, right? First things first. This is my Boston crop top. It says Boston 29. I'll insert a couple pictures to the left of me, to the right of you. If you would like to follow along, my fashion content is on my Instagram and on my TikTok. 10 Told About It, TenToesBoutit. And yes, I have to practice spelling that because it's not a real word. Today's story time is going to be about the time I found out that my little boo thing had a boo thing with a boo thing. Anyway, today's story time is about my boo thing had a boyfriend. Now let me preface this right here, right now. I am not anti nothing, okay? However you do what you do, it's how you do what you do, okay, honey? And I've probably seen a video about it. I ain't judging, just do what you do. But I feel like when it comes to dating, there's a level of communication that needs to be had beforehand because you never know what the other people might be into. That being said, let's get started. So, the story takes place back in 2000, right at the beginning of quarantine, actually. 2020? Yeah, 2020. So there was this person in my life who had been part of my life for a long time. She was a friend turned family type of thing. We are no longer friends. We will never ever be friends again. We will never be family. She's blocked. Blocked. Her name of the story is gonna be Miserable. Or Misery, because either way. Misery loved company. Ooh. The story is not about her, but she introduced me to this person. And stay tuned because I have hella stories about misery. Misery, miserable. Whichever one y'all latch on to is her name. Misery, miserable. We'll say Kathy Bates Misery, but I like Kathy Bates and I like that movie, so just miserable. Anyway, Bill and I, mind you, we've been friends for years. Up until that point. So back in the day, she and I, we used to go to the gym together, right? So, and Miserable had a friend named A. Apparently, A went to school with us, but I didn't know A, but A and Miserable knew each other. But they also knew each other from back in the day because they grew up on the same block, right? So, so me and Misery would go into the gym and, you know, it didn't work out because one thing about me, I don't like working out. I don't like to sweat. I don't like to be dirty. I don't like... one of my favorite pastimes is showering. I like to bathe and I like to eat. That's really it. So we're working out and stuff, and A came with us, and Misery introduced me and A, and you know, we became cool. Me and A actually hung out outside of me and Misery, but this is not about that. We all became cool. We was going to the gym and stuff, and A had a job schedule that was all over the place, so she couldn't always go. We were trying to go every day, but and Misery was the kind of person where, like, I used to wake up early, so I would go to wake her up. And if just by chance, because it happens sometimes you sleep in, I would sleep past the time I usually come get her. And if I didn't come get her, we wasn't gone. She wouldn't come get me. But Misery and accountability, oil and water, but. And again, this is not about that. So we were going to the gym and stuff when I would get her up only. Anyway, so A wasn't always available to go with us all the time. All three of us had got cool or whatever. We was going to the gym and stuff. The gym was open during quarantine. I just realized that. One of the sweatiest places to be was open during the most. We was in there. I was up in there. So anyway, so he was working out and stuff. So then one day, A was like, "Oh, I have a cousin." It's always a cousin. It's always somebody's cousin. I don't want to keep it in the family. Okay, don't introduce me to your cousin. Don't introduce me to your cousin. Okay, I don't want to meet him because I'm a fall in love, and it's something about other people's cousins, not my cousin. Well, I have a small family, so she was like, "Well, I have a cousin who used to be big and he lost a lot of weight, and I guess he was supposed to be the inspiration, but because we was all fat, me, Misery, and A, all fat, right? So he was going to be the one to get us. Clearly, it ain't work." Shout out to the double chins. And the cousin already knew each other because A and Misery, well, yeah, so they knew each other already. They were introducing me to the cousin, and we were just, you know, gonna be our workout group, right? The workout gang. The cousin's name is gonna be DL. We just get straight to the point here. He's gonna be named DL. So if you know what DL means, then you know. So, and the thing about DL, well, he was so cute. He wasn't like my usual gangster in and out of prison type. But he was cute. I thought he was cute. You know, he definitely had a nice smile, and he was tall, and he wasn't like super skinny. First and foremost, I like my men to look like buildings. I like my men to look like they can move buildings like this. Big giant man, because I'm short, but I'm not little, so I need somebody who is not little. But a lot of little men like me. No, love y'all. I love everybody. Yeah. So he was cute or whatever, and you know, he would come around and we was like flirting and stuff. He would come around and we would flirt and stuff and be cool or whatever. As we was working out, we were getting to know each other. It wasn't on some like cringy, awkward, like, you know how some people are like when they like each other, they like to be like all ducked off, and it wasn't like that. Like we were a group. We had fun and stuff as a group. But the chemistry was there. There was chemistry. There was chemistry. It was adding up. No, that's two different. No, that's so anyway, so you know, we had the chemistry, and we're like, so we had a group chat, and then like, you know, I would always make sure to only respond when he was responding. Like he would be talking to me directly, and you know, like, oh well, all right. So like, you know, we had the chemistry was there, right? So and you know, we just worked out or whatever. It was cute, whatever. I was 20, 2020 was 3 years ago. I was 27, and I think he was like 24, 25. Like, he was younger than me, but he wasn't like a baby. So 20, 24, 25. He was between 24 and 26. So then came, oh, so his cousin A was like, oh, like, you know, like, he likes you, whatever. But like, one thing she told me was that he wasn't like, he was like shy around girls. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. You shy around me? Don't be shy. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Don't be shy. You shouldn't have told him that. Shouldn't have told him that. But yeah, he was shy and stuff. So then we had a game night. The damn game night. Effing game night. So game night came, and we were in we had went to A's family crib, and me, A has a baby daddy, and he indulges in trees, right? The tree life, right? Tree life, tree life. So let me that she'll do it with him sometimes. So I was like, oh, like, I'm about to do it. If you want, you know, I'll share, you know. So she came out with me, and, you know, we was outside. And then we came inside, and like, we had the drinks going. It was like baby drinks. Like, I'm hella grown. Everybody's like 25. It was like Smirnoff and juice. No, it was not. You know, I think we had like vodka and juice and stuff like that. Like, it was like, you know, alcohol. And we was playing the What Do You Mean game. It's mad fun. We was playing that, and like, I was on this side of the table. He was directly in front of me. Misery and A was over here. And like, we was like flirting back and forth, like, and you know, I was playing around, and I called him daddy. It got me a couple extra points in the game. I was kidding, but you know, it's daddy. Backing up a little bit, just a little bit, like, cause you know, it's like my crush, and we got some alcohol in us, like, everybody's chilling and relaxing, so you know, I might get a little kissing tonight or whatever. Like, that's what I was expecting. That's what I was expecting. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting something. Yeah, didn't happen. So we'll get there. So we played the game or whatever, and like, it started getting late, and Misery was like, oh, we got to get to the gym in the morning. She got to wake me up though. Like, she didn't say that part, but she was just like, oh, we got to get to the gym in the morning. We got to go. Let's go. And I'm like, I'll make sure to wake up, because if I don't, it's not going to happen. I don't even think we went to the gym the next morning anyway, so, because I probably didn't wake her up. Oh, Lord. We're going to get to her. But, so we left. Before we left, everybody was getting everything together. We about to leave, because DL didn't live. He didn't live there. He lived like a little ways away. But our buildings was right next to each other. So we getting ready to leave or whatever. And Misery's sitting on the couch, and she was like, oh, look. And I'm there, so I had like bent over the couch, and I'm looking, and she's like, oh, look at this. And we looking at her phone. Why DL pulled up on me? You know, he pulled up on me. I'm looking at I'm bent over the couch looking, and mind you, I didn't do it. It wasn't a fish bait. It wasn't that. It was not. I was not trying to bait that man. I promise you, that's not what I was trying to do. I didn't even know where he was. I was just knowing that I was looking at the phone and whatever. He pulled up on me. Right? My insides was on fire. I was like, this is what I'm talking about. He said, oh, this for me? I said, boy, if you don't get... She was like, yeah, stop it. Immature. And then, you know, that was it. That was the heat. It had my inside. It had me set for the rest of the day. I'll tell you that. I was set for the rest of the day. for the rest of the night. The rest of the night. I was straight for that. That was all I needed. That was all I needed, okay? My babies are napping. This is Winston, and baby Yellow is in the closet. She's in the closet for them to be separate because she's 5 and she's like 4 or 5 weeks. They need to be separate. They're acclimating. Let me get back. Anyway. So after that, after game night, me, Misery, and A kept up our inconsistent gym routine. And you know, A and her work schedule, she couldn't come all the time, so she had stopped coming eventually. Like, her last time coming was the last time. We just didn't realize it was the last time until it was the last time. But you know, it should happen. It's whatever. So Nat and game night, it was like, oh, like my cousin like you, like she was like, oh, like he didn't want me to tell you, but like he likes you. And I was like, my big old age talking about, girl, nah. It's cute though. It's cute though. Like I miss the butterflies in my stomach. I used to feel like, you know, I miss the delusional butterflies. I miss that shit. Because it's like, you know, with age we learn that the butterfly that we felt is all anxiety. It's anxiety, and it's recognition of red flags, you know. And it's who wants to recognize a red flag? No, they're fun. Look like Christmas lights. I like Christmas. Red flags look like Christmas to me. Anyway, so but yeah, like, you know, she was like, oh, like he like you, whatever, da, da. And I was like, all right, cool, like that's fine, you know, like, cause I like him too, right? You know, I like him too. So I don't remember why, but he stopped coming to the gym with us. Well, he wasn't coming without his cousin. So she stopped coming, so he stopped coming. But we, you know, we all kept in contact in the group chat and was like, yo, we need to do game night again. Game night was my fun. Game night. We need to do it again. And I was like, ah, yo, like I'm down. Like, let's do game night. And Samantha was coming around, so I was like, yo, like my friend could come with us and game night and all that stuff. Like, but it was one of those not relationships, but it was one of those situations that like died. 19 had started to get like really serious, and we was like, oh, like I'm not about to pay $20. Like I don't want to work out anyway. I'm going. But we were still talking and stuff, still keeping in contact and communications. And then some random day, Samantha had came over and we was chilling, and I was on Snapchat. Another red flag. Now, not back then. Now, another red flag. If you talking to somebody and y'all's only communication is Snapchat, dead it. What are you hiding? What are you hiding that needs to be disappeared in 24 hours? Who are you hiding? Why are you hiding me? I do not trust it. I do not trust a nigga talking about, oh yeah, hit me on Snapchat. You're not about to hear from me ever again. So we was talking on Snapchat, right? So, but back then I was like, I do not care. Like, we could talk through the app that erases your messages as soon as they open. I don't care. Standards now. Not have standards now. So I was on Snapchat, like, you know, we was in bed chilling or whatever. Me and Sam just, you know, scrolling away. Somebody had a boyfriend. And I was like, oh, who's this cute? It felt like whose Snap I was looking at. You know how they just like, they just randomly start playing. So in the video was like some boy, and I was like, oh, he's cute. And then all you saw was the other person come into the interview and just. I looked at the name of the Snap of who I was viewing. I don't know if he had the function on where you could see how many times someone has watched the Snap. I was like, why was the DL? Why did DL come into view of the camera and was just making out with a boy? Making out with a boy. I was like, I hopped up out that bed so quick. I went to Misery because Misery was around. Misery was around. Showed her. I was like, I guess she must have heard me heavy stomping to her because I didn't even have to knock on the door. She opened it and it was like, yo. I was like, yo. I do not care what you like what you like, but be honest about it to people. I'm not saying as soon as you introduce your name, like, hi, I'm bisexual. That's unnecessary, okay? That's unnecessary. It's if you don't think the person knows, or even if you, oh, I thought you knew, because that was his excuse. Okay, man. It was also kind of funny because him and A's family was, like, super in the church. So I'm like, oh, you being bold online. Oh, you being bold on this internet. Which was interesting because A then hit me up, not that same day or like minute or whatever. I think like a day or two later. She was like, oh, hey girl. Outside of the group chat, right? She was like, hey, you saw DL's. I was like, why you didn't tell me? And I get it, y'all. I get it. You know, that's her cousin. She doesn't have to tell me anything. It's, you know, it's the loyalty. I get that, but like, I would have said something. But like, girl, my cousin, like, boy, I would have been like, you know, like, say something. You know, what I'm gonna do? Beat you up? Beat it out of you? No, it don't work like that. And then he was so bold to put it on the internet. You couldn't come talk to me. I had to find out with everybody. I'm not special. Whatever. She was just like, oh, yeah, you know. And I was like, oh, you could have said something. But, you know, okay, I guess that's your cousin. And I told her that. I was like, I get it. You know, that's your cousin. You can't betray his trust. Or whatever. All right. So, me and the movie theaters were open. Because we definitely went to the movies. They did a bad job in New York. So me and A went to the movies one of these days. We had chills or whatever, and we saw Bad Boys something or another. I was asleep from the time the movie started to when it ended. I woke up. I'm not an action movie person. Anyway, so we was chilling or whatever. And so that fast forward. Oh, let me not fast forward just yet. Let me rewind back to that time period. Like a month or two before. Like a month before I moved, right? Guess who hits me up? Mind you, I didn't hear from that man since the last time I had heard from him. And then after I seen that he was making out with boys online, he hit me up and was like, oh, hey. And I was like, hi. My little heart was broken. I was like, I thought we was here. I thought we was here. DL, I thought we was here. We wasn't there. I was here. He was here. He was here. Anyway, I'm not even gonna go there. So, hit me up and was like, oh, hey, what's up? Like nothing's wrong. How you doing? How's your day going? Oh, you know, what did you eat today? Did you drink some water? You hydrated? And I was like, boy, entertaining his dumbass questions. We was talking a little bit, and then he was just like, oh, why he said I thought A told you? I was like, why would she tell me her cousin's business? Why would she tell me that? And proceeded to tell me how he thought I knew. I was like, I thought I knew we was about to get married. Okay. I didn't know. I clearly didn't know. I did not know. He seemed feminine, more metrosexual than bisexual. Okay, and I was like, I guess my gaydar was off. Cause I just thought he was a little bit extra, a little bit feminine. Like I like a little bit, you know, I like a little bit of sass with my man. I like a little bit of season with my meat. He was like, oh, I thought you knew. I was like, no, I didn't know. So, you know, we ended that on like a semi-peaceful note. And, you know, he was one of those people that like, Oh, or Snapchat, oh, me and Bae woke up, oh, me and Bae this, Bae that, Bae this, Bae that, Bae this, Bae that, and turned out Bae done did something to break his little old heart because he was subwaying up on social media, sub this, sub that, sub, oh, F-boy is this and F-boy is that, and you can't trust N-words and this and that and all that stuff. I wouldn't have did that. When you ain't want to be honest with me, so whatever. Fast forward a year later. I'm out of New York. Misery is blocked. Misery is left with her misery. I haven't talked to A. No beef. I love A. A is a lit ass girl. She's cool. She's cool. Who hits me up out of nowhere? DL. I was like, boy, he was like, oh, hey, how you doing? I talk all my shit, but I'm going to entertain the conversation. I'm going to entertain it. If I ain't got nothing else to do, I'm currently just laying down. I'm horizontal. I'm going to entertain whatever bullshit conversation comes my way. What else I'm going to do, right? So he hit me up and we was talking. And then, so we were talking about like body confidence, body positivity and stuff like that. This man going to say, oh, can I share my body confidence with you? And I was like, what? Yes, question mark? Why he sent me a picture of his penis? Why was his body positivity, his body confidence, a picture of his pee-pee? Why do men send pee-pee pictures? Unsolicited pee-pee pictures? Why? Why do they do this? It'd be completely out of context. It'd be completely unwarranted. Completely unexpected. Why do you do that? Why? Send me his pee-pee picture. And I was just like, and then he was like, oh, can you share your body positivity with me? I said, block. What? If you don't go to the private mode of your internet tab explorer and look at some pornography, what do you do? You want to share your body positivity with me? No. And now I'm sharing you with the rest of my block list, along with misery. So you dub, my love. You make out with boys. And then a year later, and it was the same day of the random hit up. A year later. It was the same thread of conversation. What is wrong with people? Men, what is wrong with y'all? Why do y'all do the things you do? Why? It's the out of context dick pics. Completely out of context. We wasn't talking sexual. Nothing sexual was being spoken about. Nothing. But I got a pee-pee pic. Why? I want to see pee-pees. I'll go look at the internet. I know the websites. I've been celibate for 3 years. I know. I can recommend a couple websites. But that's not what this video was for. That's the end of that story time. But what WT? Why? Why do men do stuff like that? Like, don't send. If you ever send a dick pic before today, don't do it again. Don't send anymore. Because you're gonna end up on somebody's watch list, and they're gonna come get you. Don't do it. Don't send dick pics. Don't send unsolicited naked pictures to people. Men, women, don't do it. I haven't gotten one from a woman yet. I pray to God I never get one. Because what the hell's wrong with you? That's the end of that story time. I got plenty more. Stay tuned. So who we heard about so far? We heard about disgusting, island, typical, extra, headache, tattoos, Scully. I have a lot. I've known a couple of these people for 10 plus years. So I have plenty of story. Well, not typical, extra, disgusting. I dare that man to step in my face. for my other story time. So go watch a couple of those. You're gonna hear about a couple other people, and stay tuned for more story time. I got plenty material about these people. Okay. Oh, we also heard about headache. My next story time is probably gonna be about headache, so stay tuned for that one. Okay, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, 10 Toes About It. I'm gonna put it down below on the screen because I'm tired of spelling it. Now, I love you. You love me. Hey, happy winter. Say hi, mama. And Yellow. I'm gonna insert a picture of my baby Yellow. I got her maybe about a week ago. And I got some kitty cat content coming soon, because for all my cat moms out there, we here, okay? Okay, the catnip not just for them. It is. Don't associate with catnip. It's not for you.